So there were also things with the that we realized had an issue. For example, the iron supply and such isn't the best, unfortunately. We installed blue belts here for some reason. Doesn't really do that much of a difference. But it looks cool when so much is just whizzing along the belts, but still there are certain things we need to keep an eye on. I mean, uranium reprocessing isn't largely important unless I make a nuclear power plant, which I might not do because I don't think it's that necessary. I'll get by fine without any. So instead I'll just focus on going towards the atomic bomb, which will mean I'll have to make fuel. The Roboport Tier 2 might be good as it has the same dimensions as the first Roboport. Right, just launch everything into their base, and that's it. Now we just eliminate the guys following. Let's see, the atomic bomb is expensive in terms of I think the most expensive part there is probably going to be the rocket control units. Like the rest, the enriched uranium isn't going to be largely expensive, it's going to be time consuming. As well, the way uranium processing works, when you purify uranium ore that you find all over the map or some places, you get 7% uranium-235, and the rest is uranium-238, or 0.7%. With that uranium-238, there isn't really much you can do. You can make like uranium ammunition like they do in real life when they make uranium-tipped weaponry, and then you just use that as weaponry. However, what you can do is use the Covarex enrichment process, where you could transform, effectively 3 uranium-238 into 1 uranium-235, at the cost of having a lot of uranium-235 as a catalyst, I assume. So if you get enough, have just a base setup running for long enough, you'll get enough uranium to enrich more. So in the time it takes to get enough uranium-235 to actually start using the Covarex line, at that point you should have enough to make, to keep consistent production of 235 going with what you've already got and what you're currently creating. And everything here is up and running. We always need express belts. We always need all of this. I'll just grab some to keep on me. And also think about creating these guys. They only require steel, a resource I unfortunately have limited amount of. This is also the main reason, why. Oh no, the blue science is just slow. That's the problem there. Automatically, let's see here. If this is given a thing, it will be dumped on the bottom belt. Okay, good. Then I can just add this here, fill it with this. Actually, no. This is the wrong place. I had the right idea. I just need to actually add it somewhere where I can say, oh, by the way, when there is stuff, take it from here. Still on the same line, and now the box will be emptied before more is created. I think. No, still too close. It's a fiddly thing, but it's not too difficult. So you know what, speaking of improving, I think it's time that the belts are improved. Will this actually have a, well, much of an effect on the system? Probably not. I just want to. And I have the resources to. Run this through. This will intersect if done like this. However, this is where these red ones come in. I don't think I need the blue ones. Only didn't need the blue ones here either, but you know. I do it how I want to, because I'm in charge. Now I need the... I'm going to need more red-handed insertions. Those are just regular resources. Now, again, these are the two most needed resources, so they will be on the bottom line. At this point, just because I want to stabilize it a bit more, we'll do it like this. They'll deposit the finished machines onto this line, and then steel will just be administered at top of the line, like here maybe. Then it's just to figure out how I'm going to deliver the steel. And for the last one, I just need speed modules, which are going to be created using, well, the way I think I'm just going to do that is post it on this. No, that would mess up, so like this. And then I'll just maybe add more machines down here. They deposit on this line. And just again run it loop around. This, we now have a last tier of machines that turn these into the green assembly machines. There we go. Then I just have to set these make speed modules. Feed from both lines. They'll deposit into a common box limited to 1 stack. That way we should hopefully not waste too many resources, but either way, we're now getting it. And of course the first ones are... okay, let's see the differences in production is about equal to the difference in crafting speed, I'd say. Or energy consumption, I mean. Still, let's switch these guys up. I guess flamethrower damage in general is probably nice, but with the... well, what's currently the bottleneck of science? It's... well, it's purple. Okay, I've just managed to get myself such a backlog of yellow science, because I haven't been producing that in like, let's see, the last hour. The last hour I made about 477 yellow science. Okay, in general I have made more yellow science than purple science, because... why actually, I'm not entirely certain, I just know I think I need quite a bit of steel for the rails, and they probably receive just as much steel each. I set up a filter just so that it could grab off the belt. Everything here seems about right. Red circuits needs to fill up. Currently there isn't a deficit. So we dodged a bullet there. And steel, it's getting enough steel, it's just time that's the issue here. But now it's at least somewhat faster. No, but back to the processing units. They require 20 electronic circuits into advanced, which is, I think it's okay. I'll have to like limit it somewhat to actually be able to, for this system to cope with it, but I think I should be able to make a system for that. Then I could potentially just feed them along either 2 of these or a single one. We'll see. So it's just a matter of where it will fit. But copper in general then needs to be like improved, and I need to not pick up the copper ore. So let's see, the copper lines are, well, none of them are the optimized system that I would probably prefer to use, but that's mainly due to the lack of space here. The system I would prefer to use is, of course, let's see, this one. Also gonna need to move a wall ever so slightly, but that's fine. And just the reverse one, I'm getting attacked where? Here. Because another shit-ass base has appeared. Great. With the new system, this wall is... yeah, it's kind of redundant, but I do not believe that I am going to tear it down. It'll be a slightly worse system here. But that's fine. Fill this bad boy with blue and blue. I need more blue, but I do not have any pre-made speed modules. That's a bit of a shame. Now these guys are going to develop these because I gave them the resources to. And we, oh my lord. I am not entirely certain how that happened, but we are actually full on... we seem to be full on iron distribution. Holy guacamole. That's amazing news. Now we might actually be able to get shit done. But now we'll feed productivity modules into these, because clearly that is an issue. Actually, should probably have fed them into the bottom line, as that one is actually the one that's constantly getting any whatsoever. However, I can see that my system has not been perfect, but something is not being... that one's neither being fed nor being emptied. Which is also the case for this one over here for some reason. I'm in the system that's incomplete. And that one's not necessary, nor that one. Now, this guy is working over speed and these guys are working okay speed. Let's hope this is going to be enough to fill the... oh, actually, how much is... about half is being fed into further production. Which is, I guess that's fine. I just need to ensure that I have enough of the base components, like green circuitry and plastic. Plastic is a bit overly falling behind on plastic. How I'm going to fix that, I wonder. Let's see, you need to be at least, yeah. This guy can probably be moved one step up, allowing this to pass through feeding these machines. Okay, that should hopefully fix more or less plastic issues currently. Again, this now this one isn't good enough. There we go. Proper distribution. Probably should just upgrade these tracks as well to make sure we get all the resources through. Oh, we are not receiving enough green circuit anymore. Like this sudden problem is proving to be more. When I'm just creating what I need, the system can get by. When I suddenly try to create more than what I need, it's not good enough. Well, this or the system breaks, put it the better way. So let's. I think it's time maybe to do this upgrade. Get the copper to melt. At the same time, just increasing the copper melting isn't really going to fix the core of the problem, because then it's just not going to be enough copper delivery at all. Now I probably need to upgrade the entire track, probably to blue belts, or express underground belts even. Okay, when it comes to, you know what, I'm going to just do what I should have done a while ago. At this point, I'm going to just make a... you're not going to build this one either anyway, so just... Actually, there. Copy. And then we're just going to plan the demolition of all of these over here. And replace them with these guys. And am I going to have enough? Might not have enough underground belts to make it all the way up to the top. Ah, oh well. Yeah, at least I'll get the chance to stock up on more blue underground belts, assuming they've made some once they get back to the system. Oh. Yeah, make sure that every piece is actually placed before I move on. That's probably a good idea. Let's see, grab some more, hopefully. Okay. The express underground belts are not being made nearly quickly enough. God the fucking damn. Why did I do that? Steel production is a bit too low. Actually, now I need to check. Do I even have... Okay, now iron is nowhere near being produced enough. That's... ooh, worrying. Now there's some room for these beacons, but not many. Then I can probably like make simple tier 2 power armor. Just going to allow me to have more of the laser turrets. Which in the end, isn't that what the power armor is all about? The option to completely devastate your enemies with lasers. Look at this firing speed. Holy moly. This is what weapon shooting speed 4 or 3, which I missed one I've unlocked, is all about. It's all about that speed, baby, that speed. Come on, come on. Now for the next expansion phase, I'm going to consider... I need to have to consider where. I want it to be in an area that's easily defendable. I should maybe set up a wall here. What? Yep. And yeah, I might as well just waltz up there after I've grabbed whatever new accumulator and solar panel, and actually I also need to make myself a couple of substations. As I have enough big electric poles, I can set up a system, and I do not have any radars. I have radars. I'm good. Let's design this by hand and then have these guys build. Alright, it's a bit more than I think I have the resources for currently. Let's see. And this is about the smallest point also. Just give them all my walls. Then I don't have to do anything, and I can just send this guy along. Actually, let's see it. All of these aren't going to be filled like just yet. But at some point I want this to be filled completely. But like we can see currently that the amount is just a tad ridiculous. So for now, I don't imagine like that large hordes are going to be attacking like anytime soon. So hopefully we should be fine. Unfortunately, we are out of walls though. Yep, again, now everything is suddenly out of production. Yeah, the issue is simply just it's not working quickly enough, or actually it's not delivering quickly enough. Now, out of all the systems I have, this does seem like one of the systems that deserves proper delivery. Next part is just to install the radars, which shouldn't take the fire, but who knows. Also, this is going to let me see what is above here, so if that is a prerequisite for expansion, then oh shit. Then these guys up there are going to be busy. Still an issue. Still a bit of an issue, I mean. Huh? Oh yeah, this one, when it is calculating the sulfur from the raw heavy oil for some reason. It's not like sulfur is being made from heavy oil. There we go. You do you. Processing unit plant I want to be great. I have not got the time to make, as there have just been so many issues. However, at this point I think we should stabilize a bit more in terms of green circuits for the red circuitry at least, now that they are overproducing. Ever so slightly at least. Copper is not doing amazingly. That was what I was thinking about doing now. And when the hell did this happen? These damages are ancient. It's not going to do much to just add on more. If I'm going to expand like this section here, which I might as well do, it's extra ore. There we go. Yellow belts. Then we feed these together, which will then require blue belt. And then I add, of course, the extra laser dirts, or add back the laser dirts. I have plenty of rockets. I don't have too many spare, but at this point it's going to be enough anyways. The launch rate of my rockets means I am able to just annihilate all the spawners before any extra ones are able to appear. Well, assuming I had gotten everyone, there's still a couple I haven't gotten to. There we go. I could probably wipe out these as well. And there we have a iron patch I can exploit at a later date if I were to, well, either block off here or find a later point that's easier. But when it comes to those block off points, at some points you just have to accept that you aren't going to find a proper chokehold. Or choke point, chokehold, no, that's not what I meant. But like, to just, I could block off here, it would be expensive, but it would be a wall. Potentially I could explore the next area, But that would mean, oh boy, there's been attacks here. Yeah, no, that's an issue. But if I explore, I'd probably have to find more choke points, and chances are there aren't going to be any clean, like the ones I want. Anyways. So at that point, why bother really? As, even though it could be a bit risky, it will allow me to just wipe out any new bases that might spawn. And as long as the bases don't actually grow that big, I should be able to defend easily against the guys that come from the bases. Like, sure, they'll be pissed that I destroyed their newfound home, but the army that I'll send isn't exactly going to be an issue. And what happened? Oh, I forgot to remove the repair packs and that killed the drone. That always happens. Such an annoyance. Right, those guys go. Yeah, again, not much copper is getting through. Can't check if there's anything I can, like, immediately do. I kinda do doubt that that's the case. I can remove redundant mines. There should be one here. For some reason that isn't. And yeah, no, that's it. So this place is going to be redundant.